Hi, I'm Richard Eshelman. I'm the creator of what I call the Hexagon Flexagon Holon, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make one out of uh, PEX pipe, from half-inch PEX pipe and 3/16 inch rope. And these are fairly inexpensive. You can make one of these for probably less than under $5 or whatever total. Now, you really need to have the lengths cut equal lengths. So these are basically 6-inch length pipe, and the total length of this pipe then is 12 pieces times 6 is 72 inches. So you need rope that would be twice as long as the rope, because this is made with one piece of rope. So we are going to start now. This is a 3/16 inch rope, red, white, and blue rope as well. And I'm 5'10", and as you can see, this is definitely more than 12 feet. You need for 12 pieces, you need 144 inches minimum. So we start, and I always use the red, white, and blue. So we're going to start with a red, white, and blue piece of pipe. And I put them on in that order, red, white, and blue. And then we'll take the rope and go to the equalize the rope ends. And pull it up and get this to come out so it's a triangle, equilateral triangles. And now I make a figure 8 knot. And I tie this really tight. You really need to get this tight because it's technically a tensegrity structure. So unless you get it tight, it won't work. So there's the first half knot, and this is the second half knot. And again, get it real tight. So you can see here there's no slop in the string. So we got 2 strings coming out left and right, and I'm going to start with the one that's on the right side. So if it was red, white, and blue, then we'd want to go white and blue next, because this is the red piece. So I'm going to go white and blue next. So I bring the string under so that this is coming up, and you can snap it like that. And in this case, I'm just going to go over, under the other side, back around the center, and then come back up on the right side by the blue side, bring the rope through, and then pull it tight like that. Then you push it down tight, make it good and tight. So there you got the first one done. And now we have the second one that's going out. See, we went this way with that one, right? This way with this one. So now we're going to go the other way with this one. We have a white piece of pipe, so it'll be red, white, so we'll go blue and then red. Again, when we get to the other side, I'm going to bring this under so that it folds under there, so you can get a good and pull it good and tight, So it's over, under, and then back over on that side again. And then when you come under this time, bring your rope through the loop and pull it tight. So now we have 2 pieces of rope. And so now we're going to take this rope that we just brought on that side down this tube that comes out to the center. So you can basically lift this up, and that's why you have to have rope that's at least half the size of the tubing, so that you can pass the rope down through the center. It comes out on that side. Again, anytime you come to a ending point, always pull it tight so you keep the tensegrity structure intact. So here we're going to bring it under this, on this side and through, and then tighten that up. And now we have blue again. So we have red and it would be red, white, and blue, so it's red and white now. Again, we're going to come under this side. Make it good and tight. And then under, over, and then when you come back through on this side, again, always get it as tight as you can. And then bring it through the rope and pull it tight. And now we have this one on this side to go down through the center. So again, I'm going to lift this up so I can get a opening and pass the rope down that side. Now again, we're going to go looping it on that side of the rope, the side that it came out on. Pull that tight. So again, we'll go red and white because this is blue. So it'd be red and white, blue again. Again, I'm pulling it to this side. And again, pull it tight. Get this to connect tight underneath. And then you can go over, under, over the middle piece, and back under on the other side. And now we'll take it through the other side and pull it tight with a loop through the loop. Now we're almost finished. I always like to check to see if one of the pieces got longer than the other by pulling this up from these 2 centers here. And if one piece is longer, that's the one I'm going to use to go down that side now. Now, when we come out here, I just like to loop it 3 times to make a good, strong spot corner for that next piece that goes on. We could probably get by with just 2 with this rope, but I'm still gonna do 3 anyway. So now we add the final piece. And again, I tie this so there's a little knot at the end here so that the rope doesn't easily fall off, the tubing doesn't necessarily easily fall off if it happens to become undone. See there? See, I can lift it now and that tubing won't come off. Now, this is the end piece of the rope. So we're going to bring that over here again, come up from underneath, try and bring that knot up and over. See there? Now it almost looks like I just did it the way I did it before, except I just have a knot there. And then we can bring a loop through and tie it like that. But it can easily come loose, but we will just at this point then make a little tie for it. So remember, this is the piece that ends. You can make different structures by undoing this and turning it into a five-pointed structure. Now we have a point here where you can see, if you can see, can you see my eye through the hole? That's why I call it the Hexagon Flexagon Holon. Now we're gonna get a piece of rope off of this to tie there, and I use a lighter to get the got the fan on, but that's all right. So whenever you do this, be sure when you pull it apart after you, don't get your fingers on the end or it'll burn your fingers. See how that comes apart? So you don't want to touch it with your fingers. It'll be quite temperatures. Now you see here, these 2 pieces here don't have connected together, so I'm just using this to tie that together. So you can still see the hole, see? And now I'm just going to tie it up here so you have something to hang this from the center if you wish. So there you got a piece to hang it from the center. Now this piece, what I like to do is bring it through . Now we've got a piece we can do a little, what I call weaving. So left over right, right over left, left over right, right over left, left over right, right over left. And at this point we'll tie it off with a knot here. And so I always say to families, hey, you can make this for your kids and take it with you, and they can play frisbee with it. They can do a lot of things with it. They can just play with it, making the different shapes, like the tetrahedron, the pyramid shape, and the one I really like to see kids make is learn how to make these so that they can build themselves an instant tent. You see the tent shape? You could build this using larger PVC pipe rope, 5-foot PVC pipe rope, and have an instant tent, because it'll fold all the way down to triangles. Like that. So if we take this part open, that where we had the end piece, we can take that and bring it across like this and tie it at this end. And there you got your tent shape. And you notice it's a pentagon. If you press on the pentagon, it's very sturdy. Like the tetrahedron is the sturdiest structure known to man, and the pentagon is the second notable structure for its strength. That's the Hexagon Flexagon Holon that I make for the 4th of July for kids. I'm going to be sharing it with you so you guys can make these on your own. Thank you.